Roger Federer did something that shocked the world when he left Nike in 2018. He didn't do it for Adidas, Reebok, or any other sportswear brand. He left for a tiny Swiss startup called On Running, a company that made shoes with hollow soles, designed to make you feel as if you're running on clouds. To most people, this seemed insane. But for Federer, this wasn't about chasing money and getting his next payday. Federer had been with Nike since '94, and over time he became so much more than just another athlete on their roster. Under Nike, he turned into a luxury brand in human form. People loved the charm, the grace, the effortless class he brought on every time he stepped on the court. His RF logo was everywhere. Hats, jackets, shoes, all of it. His gear didn't feel like regular sports merch. It felt premium, it made people feel elevated. Federer is one of the most marketable athletes in history, but when his 10-year, $100 million Nike deal came up for renewal, Nike didn't fight to keep him. They assumed Federer needed them more than they needed him. Even at 36, he was still one of the most influential athletes on the planet. When Nike hesitated, he realized his value wasn't fading, it was just shifting. He didn't need a bigger check, he wanted something Nike wasn't offering. He wanted ownership, equity, and a real seat at the table. So, instead of begging Nike to renew, Federer decided to walk and make one of his greatest bets with On. On was founded in 2010 by Oliver Burhard, Dave Alman, and Casper Copetti. There were 3 Swiss athletes who joined forces with a mission to make the best running shoe ever. They noticed brands like Nike and Adidas were all trying to make the same shoe. They saw they all had the same foam, the same shape, and all had the same idea of performance. Bernhard was a former Ironman champion who felt like running shoes had hit a ceiling. So he decided to start experimenting in his backyard on what the ideal running shoe would feel like. He was literally cutting up pieces of garden hose and gluing them to the bottom of prototypes to create a sensation that runners had never felt before. Something soft on impact, but explosive when you take off. People looked at these weird, hollow shoes and thought they were gimmicks. But the founders saw a gap in the market. Runners wanted lighter shoes, more comfort, and less joint impact without losing speed. This became the core philosophy for On. Running on clouds. A very simple idea with huge impact. Instead of building hype with athletes or flashy marketing, they focused on Swiss engineering. Clean design, precision, and performance that actually felt different. The shoe started winning design awards, running awards, and word got around among athletes who cared more about the feel than the branding of the shoe. By the time Federer discovered them, On wasn't a global brand yet, but it was quietly becoming that niche company people loved because they felt something new the moment they tried the shoes on. Federer didn't just see a shoe. He saw a company on the verge of a breakthrough that the rest of the world hadn't caught on to yet. Word is, Federer put up about $54 million. He didn't just put money in the company, he helped shape the product, the branding, and the global strategy. Most athletes would have cashed the check, but for Federer, he wanted ownership, influence, and a say in the company's future. In 2020, Federer and On dropped the Roger Pro. The launch had major buzz. The shoe sold out so fast and people were hunting for the pairs whenever they could find them. Federer wasn't just putting out a tennis shoe. He was helping On make a statement. This was him pushing the brand way beyond running, turning it into a global lifestyle brand that mixed innovation, performance, and straight up style. On had aura. It wasn't just a runner's brand anymore. It had a mix of elegance, precision, and that cool Swiss vibe. You could really see Federer's fingerprints on everything. The product, the marketing, and the whole identity of the brand. Most people looked at it like just another tennis endorsement, but what they missed, Federer was moving like a founder, helping shape the company from inside out. September 21 comes around and On goes public. The company is now valued at $11.3 billion. Federer's tiny 3% slice becomes worth $300 million. And just like that, Roger Federer becomes a billionaire. On offered equity and risk. Most athletes would have taken money, but Federer bet on the long game and built a unicorn. I'm Moino Sinde, and this is The Underrated. We share stories showcasing game-changing strategies and moments that shape business, music, sports, and culture as we know it today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. We drop videos like this every Wednesday on YouTube.